Alright, hello everyone. My name is Nina and welcome to Mystic Medicine. Today we're doing a tarot reading with the intention on what do we need to heal within ourselves to help the collective at this time. And the time that I'm recording this is April 2020 during this whole pandemic situation, so that's kind of where the messages of this is going to be headed. So I think I'm going to start with these little cards that I felt guided to make. They're just little phrases, short 1 to 2 sentences that Spirit kind of guided me on writing them, and I felt called to pull some for our reading today. So I'm going to start with them. The first one is, you need to slow down. A moment of peace and meditation is needed most. We have, be mindful of your thoughts, for they create your reality. Nourish yourself. Gather your strength for the journey ahead. And consistent small steps get you farther than giant leaps that are scattered. So we have 4 messages. Number 4 seems very foundational. And with the 6 of Swords here in reverse, it seems like a lot of us at this time feel off balance, like we don't have anything stable to stand on. With the 5 of Cups, there's a lot of hurt, a lot of heartache, worry, grief, depression, sadness. And from the reading, Spirit is really urging us to step out of this energy and, just kind of slow down. We need to take a look at ourselves, get grounded, nourish ourselves, love ourselves, tend to our inner child. I'm also being drawn to the 9 of Wands. So I feel like a lot of us may have caged like this vision, this strength, this passion that we may have had before this time was kind of caged away while we were probably grinding and working at our 9 to 5 jobs, what have you. I feel like with the Blessings card, with the Blessings card, I feel that at this time, as hard as it may be, is to kind of look at things from everything's happening for a reason, which brings me into my next kind of message that I'm picking up, is that it's time to go towards accomplishing those passions, our talents, that which we hold dear to our heart. Maybe you have an idea to start a business or your own YouTube channel, or create a course, or sell your art online, or create an Etsy shop. Like whatever it is that fuels your passion, your creativity, your heart, that nourishes your inner child, that really feeds your soul, it's time to go towards it, with strength and determination. But with this message that we have, consistent small steps take you farther than giant leaps. Like it's not gonna happen all like overnight, all at once. Spirit is urging us to really take it day by day, step by step. Like, just move forward in a slow but stable and consistent manner than kind of scattered and hurried and rushed. And another message that's coming through is that when you do make these moves or these decisions or pursue your passions or your goals, to really make sure that it's rooted from a space of faith and love, and not from a place of fear and anxiety. Like, when you go towards your goal, it should be because you're passionate. Check your intention and your thoughts behind what you move forward towards. Make sure that you're stable, you're grounded, you're anchored in your heart, and everything that you're doing is coming from a place of love and faith, than of fear. So just wanted to put that out there, because the major theme, excuse me, I'm going to take a sip of tea really quick. Okay, sorry. So the major theme that was coming through was this lack mentality and this kind of fear of lack of abundance. But with the blessings card, let me just bring it up one more time for you guys to just look and just marinate on that. See, she's grounded and she's rooted, and she is just flourishing and blossoming. And I want you all to really think of this time as a beautiful, beautiful time to do some inner work. So with with this beautiful card, it's time for us to sorry, I had some ash from the sage I was burning earlier. It's time for us to take a deep look at ourselves, right? A deep, authentic, integrity-filled look at ourselves, and look at your dark and your light. Look into your heart, into your soul. Who are you right now? How have you been living your life the past, couple months up to years? Is that in alignment with who you are and where you want to be 3 to 5 or 10, even 10 years down the road? It may be time to transform, to ascend, to transcend. And now's the perfect time to do that. I'm getting like shadow work vibes, but also it needs to be done like with complete self-care and love and compassion. Strong, open-hearted, just compassion and acceptance for yourself. Maybe you haven't been living in alignment with who and where you want to be. But that's okay, accept it. But know that right now you have the chance to change it, but make sure it's not coming from a spot of pressure and force, but of love and flow and compassion. So we have some other cards that I'll lay. I didn't want to crowd everything, so we have the Sun. We have Beauty Way. We have Giveaway. And we have the Luminous Warrior. So with the Luminous Warrior, this was also giving me like heavy shadow work vibes. The Luminous Warrior is a card that's all about basically like being the sun, right? You like casting light upon that which is hidden, which is dark, and having no enemies, because everything is illuminated with love and grace and compassion. So Spirit's really urging us now to take a look at that part of ourselves, that hurt, that dark, that heaviness, that sorrow, that grief, that distrust, that uncertainty, and just really work through it. Now that we have the time to be at home and we have a lot more free time on our hands, like, don't take for granted this time to really dive into yourself and make peace and make friends with what some would so call like demons or monsters within yourself. And for some of you, this has a lot to do with your inner child, right? I know that's been coming up for me quite a bit, is inner child work, and the relationships with your parents, and reflecting on how you were raised, and maybe you might be making excuses for yourself, right? You may be stuck in old patterns and behaviors and blaming it on your parents or how you were raised. But now it's time to kind of self-parent yourself, and it's time to nurture and show compassion and freely give away your heart and your love for your inner child. Also, the inner child, another message coming through is when you're going towards, building whatever you're passionate about, whatever business you may want to start or creative venture, to bring a childlike approach to it. Not to make life so serious, so heavy, so dark, but to laugh, to feel light and free and enjoy, and give yourself permission for that. The world is going through a hard time. Like, we need your beauty, we need your laughter, your love. And Beauty Way is all about like making it a life choice, a lifestyle, to see the positive in everything, to constantly transcend negativity, to not always, everyone's human, we're not always going to be high vibe and happy and positive all the time, but to not dwell in the darkness. And I feel like we have a choice, to stay down here in the dirt, in this low state, or you can choose to see the blessing, to see the beauty, to take this time as an opportunity for growth, to blossom, to expand, to find the beauty within yourself and what you have to offer the world, and even just in your soul, and connect with yourself. So with the sun, when I think about the sun as a medicine, it shines light, it brings warmth, right? It lightens things up. So I feel like this is another medicine to help us get out of this dark and heavy and deep state, and just to free ourselves. It's an opportunity to free ourselves. So I'm gonna read from the book for the giveaway, because honestly I don't pull this card often, so give me 1 second. Okay, so the essence. The giveaway is the gift you offer to life, without attachment, without expecting anything back. You can only give what is truly yours: a smile, a nod of encouragement, a gentle touch, and a kind word. This is not giving to others what you no longer want, like the sweater that no longer fits, but gifting that which is most precious, your authentic love and genuine feelings. And then the medicine, it says, it is difficult for you to set limits. Oh, sorry. Let me read that again. Is it difficult for you to set limits on how much of yourself you give? If you give more than is healthy, then you will not be able to give for long. You'll feel resentful with your partner or associates, or you'll feel like the world owes you something in return. Notice if you give for any reason other than pure generosity. Are you trying to be liked or accepted? Are you hoping to heal an old wound? Start giving to yourself first and foremost. Offer yourself the care, the love, the time, and the acceptance that you are longing for. Once you experience plenty, then you can truly give to others. That is beautiful. And yes, that just ties into everything beautifully. Like, now's the time to kind of slow down and meditate and know, like, where am I falling short for myself? You know, where am I feeling run down and tired and burdened and hurt, right? Does it stem from childhood? Does it stem from an old trauma? Does it stem from a part of myself that I'm trying to disown or ignore? You know, have a positive intention, and now's the time to fully dive deep into ourselves and nourish and heal ourselves, right? Like this one. Nourish yourself. Gather your strength for the journey ahead. Like, many of you may have like beautiful, powerful life missions to accomplish this time around. And now's the time for you to do that healing and slowly work and build the foundation for what it is you're here to give and offer the world authentically, from a place of generosity, right? I feel like a lot of you are healers watching this, so right, we need to first heal ourselves and drink, fill our cup and drink to our satisfaction. And once we're okay and whole and in alignment, then we're free to give the world our medicine, our love, our compassion, and our gift. So, yes, one last thing. I also pulled this feather. I pulled the feather when I was picking these little slips out from my heart box. So the feather is a sign, I think, of like protection and of purity, and to connect with your angels right now. I feel like you have a lot of support and connection and grace and room for healing around us all right now. So thank you so much. Happy healing, and I'll see you guys soon.